Hey guys, Kitty Sapphire here, and it's been a while. I think it's at least a good week or so. So I want to welcome everybody to Con Reviews. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's past weekend? I can tell you right now, my past weekend has been on the busy side. I'm really tired, still on the verge of recovering from this past convention. And if you guys haven't noticed on the Twitter feed or the Facebook feed, that I've been at BronyCon in Baltimore, and oh my goodness, the experience was just like okay. It's pretty much similar to any type of big con like Anime Boston or Anime NYC, but it just was a little bit tad different with it. The people there were, first of all, the diversity was a lot more prominent. You had people from all over the world, from Korea, Russia, England, and quite a few others in between. Of course, you had all different types of communities coming into one space, and it was just a lot of people, and mainly due to the fact that this year was the final year for BronyCon. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that I guess the ending of a con or the ending of an era. I never experienced something like that, especially with the convention. We're under the impression that the conventions are pretty much going to be here for a very long time. But this is the first time I actually came in contact with a con actually ending. That I did not know until maybe towards the end of the week before I was supposed to go, that it was going to be their final convention. But I'm going to talk about, not only that, I'm also going to talk about my experience at BronyCon. Even though that this is the last convention of BronyCon, I will have to say it will have a lasting effect on how I do things in the future when it comes to tackling big conventions and doing Artist Alley. Also, just the environment and the panels that I did get a chance to go to. I'm definitely going to talk more about it. But first off, I'm going to talk about the actual con itself. It was so lively, and it was, like I said, the diversity was up the wall. There were lines beyond compare, because this a lot of it, I believe, it's due to the fact of it being the last convention of BronyCon. Like I said, they came from Russia all the way over to like England and other parts of Asia, Japan, such. And from the pictures, the lines were crazy. For me, I went with another friend who also vended with me. She had a couple of pieces with me at the time that I was helping her out with. And then also I had another friend who got there before us, I believe a day before us. So, he was videotaping all the stuff that was going on beforehand, how empty the venue was before everybody started piling in, the lines that were going on. So I spent most of my time with me and my girlfriend just going together to this particular convention, and it was just like crazy. The first day I would have to say Wednesday, we basically stayed at a friend's house because we didn't necessarily have a hotel for that time. We only got a hotel around Thursday. So we were mainly the first day of our trip was in New Jersey, but Baltimore. Yeah, but I'm gonna. So yeah, the travel was pretty much standard. It was long, 5-hour drive, but I did. My friend did most of the driving, so kudos for her for doing that. And she helped me out with a lot of stuff because of the fact that I had to do all of this within a 2-week span. There were days that I had to do 24-hour work, such as making stickers and prints, and it all paid off. Because when we got to the convention and started to set up, which is the following day, which was Thursday morning, the rush, we had a bum rush on Thursday, which in a lot of my personal experiences, when you have a big convention and it lasts between Thursday to Sunday, Thursdays are pretty much, not really anything going on. There's like maybe minuscule panels. People are looking around in the artist alley or vendors hall, not really purchasing anything. The bum rush that happened on Thursday, pretty much all the plushes were already gone. You had people who were working as vendors shopped a little earlier than the people who were actually outside waiting online to get merch. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted, and unfortunately I missed out because of the fact that I did not know it got like this. But then again, I should have foresaw that, since BronyCon was the last con, people are going to be crazy. So yeah, vendor hall and artist alley was crazy at that time. And it's definitely something that I wasn't used to because of the fact that most of the time I've done small conventions when it came to selling my wares. So it was a nice experience. It was a nice experience, definitely different. And a lot of my stuff sold out. I was shocked. I was shocked on how much of my stuff went out. A lot of the chibi princesses, I had like basically prints of the chibi versions of Celestia and Princess Luna and Princess Twilight and Princess Cadence, and I had one OC picture of Queen Lavender. She wasn't a princess, she was a queen, but she was an OC of mine, and actually got a couple of compliments on it. Excuse me. So all the prints sold out. The mini prints are still around. There's still quite a few stickers. A lot of the keychains and buttons are gone. I got a lot of commissions during that time. So yes, there's going to be a time, I did promise you guys that I will be doing an artist update week. And I think with all the commissions that are going on, and I'm going to be doing some stuff in between that are more pertaining to me and my manga and stuff like that, I think it's a proper time. Probably maybe the week before, the week after my birthday or the week before my birthday. I am not entirely sure. I will keep you guys posted. But yes, there was a lot of commissions. There was a lot of prints that were sold, a lot of keychains and buttons. My buttons are gone. Like, there's only one selection of button, and that's the Nightmare Rarity versions. And I was shocked. Like, Daybreaker and Nightmare Moon were all gone. What else? Just seeing the different array of people. You had a lot of people from England. You had a lot of people from Russia. You had a lot of people from Denmark and Japan, so coming by. So that was very interesting, really cool. Also, while I was in the vendor, when I first got the notice saying that I was going to participate in BronyCon, I saw two artists there that I really admired when I was younger and still admire to this day. And every so often, not to sound like a total creep, but I would send them notes saying how much I admired their work. Because of the fact that they were big time artists, I knew that they would not necessarily contact me because they got their own stuff. So, it's like whatever. And I ran into them. I ran into Slugbox, which is often known on DeviantArt and Twitter, with his array of characters. He was there at BronyCon. And another one, a furry artist by the name of Shonuff. And both of those guys were wonderful. They turned out to be really cool guys, wonderful artists. Slug, and also Slugbox was just adorable. He was, so sweet. He was a hugger. It was really darling, and I really appreciate his work. Actually, he was nice enough to he gave me one of his Felicia pillows, and I just really appreciate it, and I was really happy to see him, and after all these years of just trying to contact him every so often, and maybe one of these days, I don't know, maybe do a live stream or like a drawing stream together. It would be nice, learn a little bit more from him. It's just exciting. And then Shona, since he is also a Baltimore native, uh, got a lot of time to talk and share some dialogue, and he actually invited me on one of his streams. So we'll see what happens with that. That's just so cool. Oh my god. So I was really excited about that. So the vending experience was great. It was cool. I got a lot of commissions. There's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to be busy for the next 2 weeks, if not 3, next month or so with all these commissions. Also, in lament of all the stuff that I didn't get a chance to get because of the fact that they were sold out, I created a lot of the Eevee stickers were very popular. So I created sort of like this Eevee combo of Autumn Blaze. Now, Autumn Blaze is a character from my MLP and is called a Kirin, which is an Asian or Chinese folklore, which is a mystical creature that basically is guardianship and is considered to be the most holy of the holy of the guarding spirits, such as the tiger, the dragon, and the vermilion bird. So what I did was I took Autumn Blaze and combined it with an Eevee. And I thought it would be really cute, and a lot of people got compliments. So for all those who will participate in Patreon or anything, or look on my Facebook, I will be doing a little event for that particular that little guy as pre-order for Patreon stickers. Apparently, every time I do like a new sticker design, I will do something like for a Patreon event and such. So there's that. As for the con itself, it was great. There was a lot to do. There was only but so many panels I could go to because pretty much I'm there to work. So I didn't really get a chance to do all the panels that I really wanted to do, but I got to do the ones that I really, really I had to do, like the Grand Galloping Gala. The Grand Galloping Gala panel or main event was tons of fun. You got to see all these different cosplayers in these wonderful ball gowns of several different pony characters such as Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and several others. And it was just wonderful. We get to dance a little bit. We actually watched somebody get engaged, which I thought was really cool and really sweet. Also, they had these little skits in between of the MLP cast. So you had similar to like a masquerade. And it's like a huge skit. Hey, Titan. I'm sorry, guys. And my little nephew here, my furry nephew here, you just come by to say hello. Anyway, so pretty much it was like a masquerade for those who are otaku and gone to like big conventions like Anime Boston. It was pretty much a masquerade event. And it was fun. All the references, it was very comical. Discord was a riot, of course. Fluttershy was also very, very darling. Oh, no. Oh, hold on a second. I'm so sorry. Mama. It's probably you have medicine on it. Okay, so with that said, so the Grand Galloping Gala, I was happy that I got a chance to go see it. I did get a couple of pictures of the ballroom itself. I did go in my cat lilac Lolita outfit, which made me really, really happy. And I was just happy to participate in such an event. It was so fun, and it made me wish that this event wasn't coming to an end. Also, I went to Animating Live. I got to see some really cool animations with different pony songs done by the fandom. which is really cool, and it inspired me to do more animations. For all those who are on my Patreon page, you know that I've tried to do some animations and hopefully to do some more later on. Drawing for exposure. That was a very interesting panel because it started asking questions of things that I didn't necessarily come to mind or not necessarily wish to come to mind. Being that, doing artwork and unfortunately worrying about the fact that you might be under somebody's thumb or somebody's control and not able to express yourself and be as creative as you want to be because of the company that you're working with. They asked what's so fun about particularly drawing for exposures. At the very beginning of the panel, people just would come up with a piece of paper and give the panelist of artists something to draw. And then in the meantime, they would answer questions, which I thought was really cool. And they, expressed the, struggles of being an artist, like I said, about the creativity thing. And it just had me thinking a lot about what I really want to do with my artwork. Being it's proven that within this particular case, I was able to get myself out there, and it rewarded me to actually take the leap of faith, even though the announcement was pretty much in 2 weeks, where usually I have like over a month to prepare. So I took a chance and it rewarded me. So, this had a lot in me, gave me a chance and some time to really think about what I really wanted to do with it. Should I continue doing big conventions? I hope so. I really hope so. So, and then lastly, the Burlesque show, which is the burlesque show for the MLP community at BronyCon. I love the show from what I could see. It was hosted by a friend of mine. It's my friend's it's one of my friend's company. I believe my friend goes by the name of Madame Rouge in this particular case, and a bunch of my friends do the burlesquing. And unfortunately it started very, very late, and I couldn't stay for the whole thing because of the fact that it started late, and I knew for a fact that I had to open the next day early. So as much as I would have loved to stay for the whole entire thing, I couldn't because, duties, I had to do my job at the artist alley. So yeah. But yeah, it was tons of fun. Made me think about the burlesque community and the burlesque show, and how that works. So I was always curious about it. So so that was pretty much it for the panels. Surrounded by friends, good food, and just just having a good time among fellow artists. It was a really nice time. And it was really hard to think that this convention has been around for quite some time. And a lot of people were coming to their own conclusions about why this con was ending. Me personally, I just thought about Anime Boston and Anime NYC and these huge conventions that have been around for quite some time. And just thinking of possibly one day they're going to potentially come to an end. And my heart goes out to those who have been a continuous loyal attendee at this convention and what they're going through about it, because some people might say, oh, it's just a convention, there's really nothing going on, you have a bunch of nerds or a bunch of fandoms getting together, but it does mean something to people. It's sort of like a home away from home, a place where they can express themselves that maybe at home they cannot really do, or if they do, it may be a lonely type of thing. Maybe they're the only ones who are in their particular area that celebrates this type of stuff. And my heart goes out for them. So I kind of think to myself, I really should appreciate all the things that I have as a otaku, as a comic book fan, as an MLP fan, and just embrace all the big conventions and just enjoy them as much as you can to the very end. So, yeah, it's just, I'm saddened that I came to the very end and wish I went to previous years of anime. Sorry, not anime Boston. BronyCon, and I hope like the ashes of a phoenix, something new comes out of it. I think there is something new coming out of it. They did state. I have to do some more research about it. Called Sea Equestria, which has a nautical, if not marine, type theme to it, which, funny enough, actually is being hosted in Ocean City. So I will see how that, how that will go. Again, like I said, I really enjoyed myself. It was really fun to be among fellow fans of My Little Pony, even though, yes, I am more of a Pokemon fan. But I do I can't speak. Appreciate the pony fandom. I do appreciate the people that I, met and made friends with, and the people that came with me on this journey to help me out. So thank you. Thank you so much for actually taking out the time to do this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I want to say thank you to all of you for stopping by and watching this live stream. And I hope I will see you tomorrow on Wednesday for Nerd News. As BronyCon has come to an end, so has Evo. So there's a lot of news to cover at Evo this year. Also, rumors are spreading around that we are in for a new Pokemon trailer, so that's going to be very interesting. Several other things in the anime community, just a lot of news to be had. So please tune in for tomorrow for that. And I will keep you guys posted regarding to art updates. So if you guys want to check me out on Twitter to get all the news and several other comments of me being silly, you can check those out on Facebook as well. And if you guys want to participate, and if not, get some really cool stuff, maybe you weren't at BronyCon and you want to check out some of the merch that I have still left, you're welcome to stop by my Etsy shop, and you're also welcome to stop by my Patreon. You might get a discount depending on which tiers that you donate to. So yeah, and possibly witness a new creation being born with the Curion that I showed you. So lots going on with that. So I guess I'll talk to you guys and see you guys tomorrow, and have a good night. Bye.